Hey, how you doing? This is Kitch, and you are watching me play a Factorio Uncut. There's a number of little small things here that I want to address. Somebody had mentioned that I did not set the request for the copper. That should take care of that. This station was meant to be the uranium station, and we took care of that elsewhere, so we can go ahead and take this out. All this was looking kind of ugly anyway. That kind of opens it up a bit. Power poles. Let's see. Hook you guys up. This is no longer needed, as all of our stone here at the main base is now officially gone. So that can get cleaned up. And this hasn't been plugged in. So yeah, let's just plug that into the back of there and plug you into the back of there. And I want to do an input priority on these, I think. Just so that this stuff just still takes priority. So that would be that line, and then that turns into this line. And it's going to mess up kind of the balance of the train unloading, I think. But I don't think we have much copper left to go up here. And getting that all drained out is going to make me happy. So we'll leave it at that. There's a couple of items here that I've noticed whenever I'm going back and doing in post. I do pick up on some of these things that I do want to address here real quick. And one of them is down here at the uranium station. And since we're in the train, let's blow some stuff up. We really can't see down there. That all looks... these are kind of spread out. But we should be able to hit them. I'm just going to mark them. When they run out of ammo, they will run out of ammo, and those marks will time out, I think. I hope. We'll see. And you over here. Let's take on one of these larger bases. All right. Okay, at this station, one, I wanted to grab my car, and two, I don't think I limited this chest, and I didn't. So, yeah, there, that's taken care of. Everything else, we are getting ore. It's going rather slowly. Sulfuric acid isn't producing very quickly, but I'm really not concerned about it at all. Actually, it's looking like it's looking pretty good to me. All right, and then I wanted to go back here to our nuclear station. Let's see, that opened up some of this down here. One good hit there, one good hit there. Should maybe take that out. And let's just send a shell over there to see if we can't expose that area. Oh, yeah. And just throw a couple of shells over there just to greet the new neighbors. All right, and over here we have, yeah, this thing happening. Let's take this, hook it up to there, and I want to enable this station only when iron ore is less than like 200. So when we get less than 200, a train will come and just fill up the rest of this row. And we don't have the train coming here all the time. How are we doing on the 235? We have 3 of them. All right, so we're building it up. It's working. Sulfuric acid's still a little bit slow, but you know, what you gonna do? All right. right, well, I'm going to go ahead and grab the train here and head back to base. We will roll the intro, and I will see you on the other side. The problem is, now that the series is almost over, what do we do next? What are we going to watch next? I took the best one and started watching it first, and even though it's really long, now that it's over, what are we going to do next? There's no series that can follow it up. Maybe we'll just start over. I don't know. But anyway, we are back at base. So we're producing lots of stuff here, but we need to produce more stuff. I set up some machines, but those were kind of like just kind of starting out things. One thing we need to do is expand our oil as well as all of these guys down here. And I think to do that, we're going to want to get some landfill. So I'm going to set up a machine here. Do I have a machine? Yeah, I got all kinds of machines. What am I talking about? Let's just throw it right here temporarily. Actually, let's, can we get 2 of them? And I want you guys making landfill at a ridiculous pace, if possible. I think I may even use stacks for that. And we'll throw that into a passive provider chest. Unfortunately, we don't have a really good power source here. But it's just temporary. Landfill is one of those things where you never have enough of it, no matter how much you make. But even though that is true, I'm still going to limit that chest. Oh yeah, and having 2 machines is going to be worthless because those 2 stack inserters are going to fill that right up. All right, well, they'll work on that, and we'll actually need that in order to expand out our oil stuff to fill in that lake a little bit. So while that is working, let's come down here and look at green circuits. We have this green circuits. We're making lots of green circuits. It's not nearly as many green circuits as we are going to need, though, in order to make this work. We basically need to double this, a little less than double it. And the problem we're going to run into is that we don't have enough input to support double this, and we don't have enough output to support double this. So what I think I'm going to do is basically just cut this and move it 1 tile down. And now that we have a little bit better robot stuff going on, I think that's one of the reasons I was waiting for it. We're going to be able to do this a little bit more effectively, I think. All right, and I'm going to put an additional red belt coming here through the middle. Because I think what we actually need, or what we're actually going to be producing out of here is 2.5 red belts of... 2.5 red belts of circuits. And I'm sitting here contemplating, why don't we just use... Why don't we just use blue belts for that? And I don't think we've actually set up blue belts. The reds are going to be fine. If not just a little bit more work here. Okay, so that's going to come down like this. This copper line right here. Going to move down 1. So you'll go into there. There was an iron line that needs to move down 1. Okay, and then we're going to have another line of green circuits, technically 0.5 lines of green circuits coming out. And this will go here and come out. And we'll have to do something with that. All right, that is there now. Let's take this. And 1, 2, I'm going to leave just a little bit of space here and throw that there. And then I want to take this line and paste it there, because we're going to need basically more copper coming in. So this will actually come over to this line. We'll need to be pulling copper out of here and into there. And basically same thing here. Though I think we may have to do it a little bit differently, because in order to get the full push, we're going to have to do this on this line. That one's going to have to feed into there, and then we can take this one and put it up here. Yeah, it'll run all right like that. Roboport. Right there. Okay, that'll come on down, and then I want to put in a splitter right there where these two meet. And we're going to do an input priority on the inside so that this up top just serves as a actually, now that I'm thinking about it, I want to pull that one first. So let's put an input priority on the other side. Then the excess from the main belt will come. It's basically a lane flip-flopper, right? Okay, so that'll come down there. And you both will feed into there, and then we want an input priority on the inside there. And that's going to come on down like that, and that will feed you guys. You're going to come out, you're going to come out, and you're going to come out. You're going to come up like that, you're going to come up like that. And we got a little bit of a mess here with a roboport. And a power pole. Okay. That trims off there, that trims off there, that trims off there, and we're missing power. Okay, because these two aren't connected. We don't have any power poles. Okay, the base robots will get to that, though. And that is almost complete. The other thing we need is, I believe we need a little bit more iron. And are we able to sneak that here? We could do it right here. Take it on the side here. Go ahead and send you under. Send you up. Split it. Join it. And bring it in like that just to supplement that. Now we could have tightened that up a little bit, I guess, but this works. All right, and then find out what's going on here. We've got a belt facing the wrong way. All right, and then we get the problem where all of these are going to be on this side of the belt, and all of those are going to be on the other side of the belt. Let's do one of these, like, every set of 4 machines. There, and then we'll do like a little mixy thing there. All right, I think that puts us in better shape as far as green circuits are concerned. That is 50 machines. I think we technically need 49. So that should work out fairly well for us. Red circuits. Red circuits are going to be another thing. We have, I think we have 60 machines here. There's 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 60. Which this is technically the amount of machines that will work with this belt configuration right here. Half a belt of plastic and half a belt of green circuits. And we basically need almost double this. And I'm not quite sure where to try to sneak that in at. It's tempted to do something kind of like this, but the problem is that we need plastic on the upper side of the bus so that we can get that on the line. We could do where we run the extra belts on the side like we did up here. But the thing is that if we double this, it's going to go out almost to that other outpost. Does it matter? That is a question that I have. I guess we could try to sneak it in behind these engines. The engines actually, I believe, need to... I don't remember the number off the top of my head. I think it is 18. We currently have 10. Do we need this? I don't think we do. Do we need this? Maybe. Let's just set that up. Yeah, I mean, we've been running low on blue science, and this is one of the reasons why we're not producing enough engines. I just kind of probably spitballed that number starting out. Unfortunately, that's kind of the same size. No, actually, this is a little bit bigger. Let me take a look at the actual number just to make sure. Okay, yes, it is 18 engines. And if I take a look down at plastic, it is 19 of those. So that would be 16. And that would be technically what we're going to need for our plastic production. Just getting the right number of machines down. Plastic, we're actually going to be producing a little bit more than a little bit more than a red belt. That should be enough coal. Unfortunately, we don't have enough output here. Okay, let's pick that up and move it one tile down. We're going to have to do some adjustment. And that'll have to come down. This will be... this is going to end up being red, so let's just go ahead and make it red. Okay, and we'll have extra line coming. Then just like with the green circuits, we can do that right there to mix those together. Make sure these are all plugged in. They appear to be. And you all appear to be. All right, and that gives us actually 2 lines of plastic. I guess we'll put our second one right here. All right, so that gives us engines and plastic. We're still in a situation with our red circuits. That's all the plastic we need, though. This is maxed out. Let's just see if we did double this up. Where would that end up hanging out? It's sticking out a little far. Not gonna lie. Not nearly as far as I was thinking. Let's see, how many red circuits do we end up with? Only 0.5 red belts. So basically a yellow belt. That's what we're doing here. Yeah, I'm kind of tempted just to do it. Let's just do it. Let's just double this. Take that out there. And we'll give a little bit of space for some logistical concerns. And paste it. Probably not all going to be in robot range. We don't need to worry about logistic range. It's just construction range. So maybe just one more roboport would do it. Nope. Right there would, though. All right, so we're going to need some additional copper belts and then an additional belt of plastic and circuits coming in. And then we need to update this belt. Actually, this belt can stay yellow. We might want to update it to red, just because. All right, and that should at least get, let's see, we've got green circuits, plastic engines, and red circuits almost up to the full speed that they need. Got a little bit of landfill here, so that should be good. But yeah, basically I just want to fill in some of this on this side so that we can get another line of refineries moving. And then we need to expand out our numbers of our crackers just to get all that supported. That should work. Let's take a look over here at our... We're almost hitting this outpost. We have 10 235s. All right, we are starting to back up on the ore a little bit, as I suspected we would. Which is very good. Let's go ahead and shoot some shells at some bad guys. See, I don't think any of those are bases. That looks like it's a base. And we'll come up here. Get all of that taken care of. Looks like we got a base up there. And we still need to get a little bit more info about what's going on in that corner. There's nothing going on in that corner anymore. Very, very good. Like that dot there. All right, well, thank you very much for watching. I really appreciate it. I will see you in the next episode. Thank you. See you next time.